Hello, good morning. This is Janice from Measuring to Fit. I help people get started on sewing with the sewing machine. Here I am again. Today is still New Year according to the lunar calendar. And here in Malaysia, the Chinese, mainly the Chinese, we celebrate the New Year according to the lunar calendar. And this is the 13th day of the New Year. And I'm not sure how your New Year has been. It has been really unique. This year we celebrated mainly via Zoom, and some of us I did eat together with my friends via Zoom. That means we prepare our food and we ate, looking at each other and then showing each other our food. Yeah. So just to share with you, what are some of the special things that we celebrate Chinese in Malaysia during the Chinese New Year. We actually celebrate 15 days, 15 days, 15 days of our New Year. And today is the 13th day, and we have two more days. And on Friday will be the last day of the Chinese New Year for us here in Malaysia. I'm not sure about other parts of the world. So, but one of the unique thing about the Chinese New Year is on the seventh day, we celebrate, we call, in Cantonese, we call it Yan Yan. So it's 每个人的生日 everybody's birthday, and we celebrate. To me, we celebrate being human. And I believe that human beings are the crown of creation, because we are the ones that do better than any animals in kinds of in terms of many things, right? So it's a joy to actually be able to wish each other happy birthday. And for me, when I was younger, we will always eat the porridge with fish, because the sound of fish pieces sounds like birthday. So we will always eat fish porridge, fish pieces porridge on the day, the seventh day of Chinese New Year. That was how my mother did it for me, right? So I don't know about you. How did you celebrate the seventh day of the Chinese New Year, where we call everybody's birthday? For some people, I think they love to have here in Malaysia, we call it the yisang, where there are fish pieces also in the midst of all the vegetable, right? So that's that's what happens during Chinese New Year, right? So let's go to what we're going to do today. And I'm still showing you how to use remnant fabric and even scraps fabric to make your own fabric. You see, when we do sewing, we do have, sometimes we have such small pieces of fabric leftovers, and mostly we will probably throw them away because they are so small, they can hardly make anything, right? And I have shown you that we can actually turn them into strips, like and then join them to make fabric like this. Yes, even the small pieces, we can join them like this piece here, and make them into strips, and then join the strips together, and we make fabric like this, right? And we use this fabric to make items. If you have not seen, please go to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, Measuring to Fit, and you will be able to see earlier on I showed you how I use this fabric to make patch pocket for a plain garment, right? And also I showed you, now I've forgotten what I showed you. I remember I showed you how to make patch pocket. And this second series that I'm showing you is to join the two big pieces like this. We make fabric like this, one panel like that, right? And then two panels, right? So this one, I did it slanted. And as in, we put it diagonally across. And this one, we did strips that are straight, right? So I joined two pieces like that together, to make a placemat, right? And so today I'm showing you, this is the placemat actually I have made already by joining the two fabric together. One slanted one, and one slanted one and one straight one. I joined them together, and then I quilted by putting a batting in between. So I'm going to show you how I do that. And tomorrow, I'm going to show you how I put this border around this. Right? So because today, the tutorial is about how to do quilting, a beginner's quilting. So I like to tell you, if you have done part one of my beginner sewing course, you will be able to do the beginner's quilting, right? And this one, you definitely be able to do. And my course actually concentrate on helping even children will be able to do. So beginners definitely can do, because children, I have children in mind when I plan out my course content, right? So all my projects and the things that I show, I believe children can do. Yes. So, right. Oh, now I can recall. Sorry, a bit diversion. The earlier on, I showed how to make patch pocket with fabric like this. I also show you how to do applique. Last week was doing applique. I just slipped my mind. I forgot. I show you two methods of doing applique. If you are interested in that, please go to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, and you will be able to see it. It's there for you to see. Yeah. And today I'm doing beginners quilting, and I will show you how to do to actually finish up the whole placemat this way. Small item, yeah, because small items children can handle. So start by doing small items. Let's not be too ambitious and start off with too big items. Manage your small item first, and then grow bigger. Grow to managing bigger items as you go along. So today it's on quilting, yeah, and quilting on the ditch, right? So tomorrow I will come back to show you how to put these borders like this around your item, right? So when I make this whole thing was recorded, and I'm showing you how to do it, right? Okay, let's not take too much of your time, but let's go straight to the video tutorial. I'm going to share screen with you. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm taking a bit of time to do this. Now, to make the border for this placemat, I need to first decide on how wide I would like the border to be. So, looking at it, I would want my border, you see it's uneven, here and here. It's uneven. I will tell you a little bit more about why it. So sorry, so very sorry. I've gotten the wrong the wrong video ready. This is the borders video. Just let me go to the right video to show you. I'm so sorry to have to keep you waiting. Let me go to share screen again. I've chosen the wrong, the wrong video, which is the video I will show you tomorrow on doing the borders. Today we're going to talk a little bit about beginners quilting. So we have made our fabric. These are the fabric that we have made with our strips set, diagonal strip set. I was saying that we don't have to make it diagonal. We can also make it just like that, straight sets, which I've done for this one. Yes, just that when we make them straight, all our strips will have to be same length. But when we make them diagonal, we can use some of our scraps that is shorter, because some of these strips can be shorter at the corners of the rectangle or the square. So that's the difference. So I chose intentionally to have one diagonal set and then one straight set here, and I'm going to join them together to make a placemat. So I'm going to right side to right side, put them together here, and sew one presser foot distance here to join them. So I have joined one set, and this is how it looks. It's been joined together. So I have joined it here, right? To sew the straight stitch. Then we have this one set, and this set I'm going to make it into a placemat. Before I do that, I just want to use this to show how to do basic quilting. So we don't want to do for a beginner, we don't want to start off quilting with a very big quilt, wall quilt, or even a blanket quilt, because we want to be able to handle. So all my projects are with children in mind. So I want to do this in such a small piece that even a child can handle. So this is a 9 by 9 inch square. I joined them together, so it will be less than 18 inch, right? So what will we need to do your quilting? We will need batting. This is a batting, and batting comes in different forms. Some battings are without glue, some battings are one side with glue. So mine, this batting is one side with glue, one side no glue. I think the camera will, through the camera, be hard to distinguish that. But you just need to know that batting can be with glue or without glue, no issue, right? So it's entirely up to you which you like, okay? So, and you will need a back piece or a lining piece for the back. So what we need to do is, this is the front, this is the top, right? And then we will need we put a layer of batting. The second layer is a batting, top layer. And then because the back is like that, right, we will need, normally people call it the backing, this piece, one piece at the back. So there are 3 layers here. So the top, the batting, and the lining or the back piece. The back piece, we usually call it the backing piece. Right? So 3 layers. That is why when we do this, because there are so many layers and some batting that we use can be thick. And if it is thick, we recommend you to use the walking foot to do your quilting, right? So the whole purpose of quilting is so that your item bulges up, the design bulge up, right? So in Bahasa Malaysia, here in Malaysia, we call it timbul.
the chorak will tumble, the pattern will bulge out. So that is the whole thing about this putting the batting. And also we quilt because we don't want this layer, the second layer, to move about. So we sew it down, right? So there are a number of methods of quilting, but I am going to do that which is the simplest because I want children to be able to do. So what maybe not the simplest, but what I want you to do is one step up from your usual sewing. You see, you can be having 3 layers, right? And then you can put this on top, align them all, right? And you can sew straight lines down like this. Straight lines. That will be the simplest, right? Okay? Just straight lines down. And that will already, when you sew down, this piece will stick to this. It will already make your chorak bulge out a bit, and also then your batting won't move about, right? As against if you just simply sew all the 3 pieces together, right? So, but today I'm going to show you this quilting format that is what we call quilt on the ditch. That means here, you see this and this joined together, there is a joining here, right? Okay, maybe I go to this color. This color, here there is a joining. This piece joined to this is a joining. So I'm going to sew, we call it sew in the ditch quilting. I'm going to sew according to this line. So all these lines, I'm going to sew. Sew like this. So in the ditch sewing, right? And this one, I'm going to sew because it's slanted. I will sew slanted. And I will sew like this, right? Okay, so this is called in the ditch, right? This will take your sewing the straight line up 1 notch, yeah? So what we need to do is, I'm going to put my, you see, I am going to have a 1-inch border all around, 1-inch border all around this whole piece, right? I'm going to have border 1 inch. That's why you see my batting is bigger than the top, because I want to have a border, right? So then I already cut out my batting. I also cut out the backing. The backing and the batting is about the same size. This backing can be slightly bigger, no problem. So all the 3 pieces are like this. Right? And I'm going to arrange it properly, and I will pin it so that it doesn't move, making sure that all around is 1 inch border. I will pin it, and then all the 3 pieces together, and then I will come and show you my stitch on the ditch quilting. I'm just showing you what I have done. What I've done is firstly I pin my batting to the backing. So I pin this all around. Make sure that they don't move. See, I have pinned them together. Right? Then I arrange the top on it because I want 1 inch border all around. 1 inch border. Here, about 1 inch. Here also 1 inch all around. So I arrange the top and I pin the top also to this whole set. So there are 3 layers of fabric here. Top, batting, and all pin. And this is the position I want. Then now, this is ready. Because it's so small, it is manageable. So this is ready. I will go to I'm at my sewing machine, and I just want to show you how I do the
in the ditch sewing. So I'm going to sew this line. Let me show you here. In the ditch. Right? So I'm going to sew here down. So this is what I call in the ditch sewing. I'm going to start off with 2 reverse stitch. So I'm going to reverse sew only 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then reverse. Now I'm coming forward and sewing in the ditch. Right? You see my needle going into the ditch. So when I come to the end of the line, I'm also going to reverse sew in order to lock my stitch. So I'm only going to do 2 stitches. And I have done okay. So I have quilted here. This line, let's see. I have quilted on this line as well as this line here. Right? So I'm going to do all the lines. I think you know what I mean by okay, I think I'm having some because the video keep on buffering and buffering. So I think I will stop sharing screen there, and it is shown, basically is shown how to do the in the ditch quilting. So what we did was sew all these lines. So I sew all the straight lines, right? I sewed all the straight lines, all, and here all the lines also here. All these lines also was sewn, right? Okay, and because of the sewing, the back will look like this. See, I'm sure you can see the straight lines. The straight lines, and then the slanted lines this side. So that is quilting. So what makes it, I'm sure here at the back you can see that it's bulges out a bit here because it's so busy. It may not be very visible on the camera, but it does bulge up. But you need to actually experience sewing with the different layers and with the batting. Because the moment we sew on so many layers and with the batting that has a spongy effect, right? Actually, the whole piece warp a bit, yeah, and the whole piece also strings a bit. right? And you need to do it to experience it, right? So that's why it's good to actually do it. Do applique. Last week we show you how to do applique. Today we show you how to do simple quilting. There are many ways of doing quilting, but you start off with this, yeah? And then you will know how it feels when a piece is quilted. And we have a quite a thick layer here. Thing here you can see, yeah, because of the batting, right? It's not just merely fabric, right? So that is quilting. So once it's done, right, what I did was, because the whole thing went a bit out of shape, so I have to cut around the whole batting, the borders of the batting, and then apply on the borders. And tomorrow I'm going to show the video. Otherwise, the video is too long. That's why I didn't want to do both the session and finish the whole piece together at one time. Tomorrow, I'm going to show the video on how to do the borders, right? For this, how did I finish doing it? Okay, and this is how the placemat looks like, right? So that is what I wanted to show you. That is the beginner's quilting, sewing on the ditch, right? Which you can just follow the lines, okay? So in the future, after this, right? Okay, next week, tomorrow I'm doing the borders for this placemat. Next week, what am I going to do? Actually, I want to tell you that I really enjoy using up my scraps, right? And so I have been really working at the different techniques, right? So I'm going to show you another technique of making fabric, and this is making them with scraps like this, are very small pieces, right? When they are like this, so small, normally we will throw them away, right? But I'm going to show you how we can make fabrics with even so small pieces, because this one we use strips. The scraps could be quite long in order to be able to have strips, right? I'm going to show you how to make this fabric. I give it my own name, right? I called it the Tumble fabric, right? So these are all made with crumbs like this, very small pieces. I put them all together, and I made fabric that is one of a kind, like this. And we can make use of them. And after we make this fabric again, I will show you some of the things I made with this kind of fabric, okay? So this is what, it doesn't mean that crumbs are so small, I can't make it big. I'm not only making them small like this. I'm just showing this because it's easier to capture on the camera. I have made one piece that is so big. I want to show you. This is a much bigger piece, made with crumbs. I even make it as big as this. I'm so happy. Okay. I made it as big as this. And this is a floor mat. This whole piece, how I made this, is recorded as well. And I'm going to show you. So we're going to do it step by step. Firstly, you have to see how I made the fabric first. This kind of fabric. This is a bigger piece, and these are the smaller pieces that I made. Big or small, I'm going to show you how to use them. Okay, for small items, actually, one of the video that is coming up will be, I will show you how to I make flower corsage with this small fabric, right? Fabric that is small pieces. And then when it is big, I made them into a floor mat, right? So I hope you are looking forward to it. They are all in the pipeline for you. Making fabric out of scraps, and then from this fabric that we made, we are going to make them into items as well, right? So that is what that is coming up. So tomorrow, if you are interested to see how I did the borders for this one, come online at 11 a.m. again, and we will be able to show you how I put the border on this Can you do it as a beginner? You just need to be able to do my very first part of my sewing course, and you'll be able to do this, right? So I want to make this first part of the course available to you for free. What do you have to do? You just have to share my tutorial video, share this tutorial video or any of the tutorial videos on my Measuring to Fit page or my YouTube page. Share my video, inform me that you have shared it. I will go and check it out. Have you shared it in your Facebook page? I will check that out, right? I will go. If you shared it on your page, I will go to that page and check out whether you have shared it. And then I will give you access to part 1 of my course for free, right? So because I want to let more people know that I am showing you how to do all of this, right? So please do share my video. Let me know you shared it, and I will give you the first part of my course free, right? So I hope you enjoy the rest of the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year. 2 more days left. 3 more days. Today, tomorrow, and Friday will be the last day of the Lunar New Year. Enjoy it. And I do wish you joy and joy in being, simply because you are human, the crown of creation, right? And I will see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock to show you how I did the borders for this placemat. See you. Bye.